Hello everyone, and welcome back to Live or DIECAST, King of the 573 Ladder Wars. Have we got a treat for you today? Our champion. It is homesteading Northern Michigan in the Space Jam van. Sitting in that number 2 spot, it is King Nut from King Nut DIECAST in the Shadow Jet. And sitting at number 3 from Helmet DIECAST, it is Michael Martello in the red Kia Stinger. And at number 4, it's the Godfather, Eddie from Simple Customs in the Turbulence. And sitting at Gatekeeper in the Lumina Stalker sitting on the Ultra Hots, it is Mr. Funny Car, David Gibson from Big Daddy DIECAST. Today's challenger in the Dodge Concept. You've heard of King Nut DIECAST. This is his evil twin brother, King Eric. He will be taking on the ladder. It's Sunday, it's race day. Let's race. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Live or DIECAST, King of the 573 Ladder Wars. Today's challenger is King Nut's evil twin brother, King Eric in the Dodge Concept. These little cars are known to be quick. Let's put it on the track and let's find out. King Nut, I hope you're watching. You've been in the lineup long enough, waiting patiently. Let's get this thing on the track and see if it has a chance to be King of the 573 Ladder Wars champion. In the first race, King Eric will be taking on Mr. Funny Car, David Gibson in the Lumina Stalker on the Ultra Hots. Race 1. The challenger will start race 1 in lane 2. David Gibson will go to lane 5. Race 1. David Gibson takes a huge lead, leaving King Nut in the dust. Let's switch lanes. The Lumina Stalker will go to lane 2. King Nut will go over to lane 5. This is a do or die for King Nut. Race 2. David Gibson takes a huge lead and will win and take race 2. King Nut, the Dodge Concept, did not pay off. It was not fast. It just got beat by David Gibson, and David Gibson will move on to take on Eddie from Simple Customs in the Turbulence. David Gibson will go in lane 5. Eddie will go to lane 2. Race 1. And the Stalker will win race 1. And you know what I just realized, guys? Let's turn on the wheels racers. Pick your lane. Let's switch lanes. The Lumina Stalker will go to lane 2. Eddie from Simple Customs will go to lane 5. Race 2. The Lumina Stalker takes a huge lead and moves on past Eddie, leaving Eddie behind. At Gatekeeper, Mr. Funny Car himself moves on to take on Michael Martello in the red Kia Stinger. Race 1. Michael Martello will go to lane 2. David Gibson will go to lane 5. Race 1. The Lumina Stalker takes a huge lead, folks. This thing, I told you, that first race was a warm-up for this car. This thing is on fire. Lane 5 takes race 1. Let's switch lanes. Michael Martello will go to lane 5. David Gibson will go to lane 2. This Lumina Stalker is on fire. Who do you got? Who's your money on? Let's race. The Lumina Stalker takes a huge lead and will win race 2, leaving Michael Martello behind in the number 4 spot. And moving on, David Gibson moves on to take on Eric from King Nut DIECAST in the Shadow Jet. This Stalker is on fire. King Nut will go to lane 2. David Gibson will go to lane 5. Best 2 out of 3. Race 1. The Lumina Stalker is on fire. Takes race 1. Let's switch lanes. Eric from King Nut DIECAST will go to lane 5. David Gibson in that smoking hot Lumina Stalker will go to lane 2. This is a do or die for King Nut. Race 2. It's a close race, but David Gibson in the Lumina Stalker pulls it out in fashion, leaving King Nut DIECAST behind in the number 3 spot. Folks, this stalker is on fire. This thing has been in the package for 27 years. It is out, says it's ready to race. It's going to the championship to take on the Space Jam van, the driver from Homesteading, Northern Michigan. Stick around, folks. This, you will not want to miss this. Don't blink. The Space Jam van will go to lane 2. David Gibson in the Lumina Stalker will go to lane 5. Race 1. Oh! And race 1, the Space Jam van pulls it out. You seen it, folks, right there. I know you did. That was close. Let's switch lanes. David Gibson will go to lane 2. The Space Jam van will go to lane 5. This is a do or die for David Gibson. He has climbed the ladder. This is crazy, folks. Don't blink. Race 2. Here we go. The Lumina Stalker takes race 2, folks. This takes us to a sudden death. Let's go. The Space Jam van, the Lumina Stalker, sudden death. Here we go. The Space Jam van will move back over to lane 2. Mr. Funny Car David Gibson will go to lane 5. This is a sudden death. This is do or die. Who do you got, folks? Let's race. The Lumina Stalker takes it, folks. The Lumina Stalker wins. We have a new king of the 5-7-3. It is Mr. Funny Car David Gibson in the 27-year-old Lumina Stalker on the Ultra Hots, folks. This thing was on fire. Last week, it did make the ladder. It was sitting at Gatekeeper. I had a feeling this thing was going to get faster, and boy, was I right. This thing is on fire. Homesteading Northern Michigan put up a good race. This is a fast van. He'll be sitting at number 2 after this week's races. And folks, there you have it. David Gibson in the Lumina Stalker on the Ultra Hots. Number 1 on the side. That is right, David. You are number 1. You are king of the 5-7-3 Ladder Wars champion. I want to thank everybody for watching this week's races. Till next time, this has been Live or DieCast. I'm out.